Like all famous people, there was a reason for it. He had a genius, he had a talent. He loved the sea. His fishing captain, if Hemingway did something wrong, he wouldn't talk to Hemingway. He would sulk. Hemingway, for days would go by, they'd be like two kids. They'd be mad at each other, and they'd make up somehow. He didn't catch many, but he supervised. He'd love to direct the fishing. And he'd shout to me, you know, he's coming up over there. And it was a great experience. We wound up great friends. I was terribly fond of him. He was a very sweet man, very humble and very gentle and tremendously intuitive. I mean, we'd start a conversation off in the middle. I mean, he knew what you were thinking, like your mother, you know. It always shocked me. The average swells that you had in the afternoon when you did get the fish were anywhere from 6 to 12-foot swells. And you know, you're riding up on top of the wave, and you go down in between, and all you see is the top of the wave. We suffered the weather because the marlin would only wake up when you pull the bait across their nose or hit them in the nose with it. And they grabbed the bait out of anger, just like bass do, you know. And, well, the moment the fish like this is porpoising, takes off, nothing's going to stop them. If you let it out too fast, they have to pour water onto the reel because it smokes. And the rod goes down and hits the stern there, it breaks. When he leans back and sets that hook into him, if it wraps around the bill, you have the damnedest fight because that doesn't hurt him a bit. He just gets mad. We got it in about 40 or 50 minutes, under an hour. But that was by backing the boat up. You could never bring the fish in until he was tired. And that size fish, even with backing the boat up, it would take off. All of a sudden it would see the boat, it would go. 14 feet, you know, that's a big fish. And number 4, it was number 4 and it was Hemingway's. I got to know his mannerisms, the handshake or anything else, that was just routine, but he was still amazed with the fish. He was a great man, an unusual man.